ahead and dive in and start. Hopefully somebody comes in here. I'm gonna give my predictions for it. In my opinion, um, I think as far as at least the funeral, I mean, we know that Terry and Meech is gonna get into it. We've seen Meech now has braids, and he's talking about, you know, he's always gonna be the face of the organization, and you're gonna be living in my shadows and shit like that. But Mike, I think it seems like Terry is only pushing as hard as he was because he don't let that little hoochie Marquisha get in his head anyway. She telling him he can do it without him and shit like that. It's always some dish that's in somebody's head fucking shit up. But so we can see them getting into it. But I think, when it's all said and done, I do think B. Mickey and the Flannery brothers will have a good. I think they will have a good relationship before it ends. I don't know, because very well that funeral could be Mickey. It could be. Hold on, let me see. There are 6 to 4 watching this live. No reason, just for me and Steve to be talking. Officer Branford reporting for doing it. Bro, if he turns out to be a cop for real, that shit gonna be funny. But that's the next topic. We're gonna talk about that. Many believe the final will feature the of a significant character, possible some close to Meech and Terry split up after this. Yeah, I know. He's still alive in real time, but you also got to consider that they're not solely basing it on real life experiences, because Kato, the real Kato, is still alive today too, when she died in the series. So they're not following everything that happened in real life. Most of it, they said they follow it. So they could go another direction and have B. Mickey, unalived. But it's between 4 people. 4 names has been surfacing. You've been having B. Mickey. I think his baby mama, his wife's name is what? Aisha. People saying Purdy, and then some people are saying Lies. So in my opinion, Lies and Purdy has to be off the table. I don't think, especially Purdy. Now, I do have a question for people that are more keen and more invested and pay more attention to BMF than I do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but does Lou Steele know? Does she know Lies? Does she know who that is? Because we seen her crying, like, you could see that she was shedding real tears at whoever it was that was taken out. So it's no way she's going to be doing it for somebody she don't know like that. So I think that eliminates Purdy without a doubt. It can't be her. Now, like I said, I'm not sure whether or not they know Lies or not. And then you got B. Mickey. Of course, she does know. The whole family knows him. And then you have, his baby mama, Aisha. I mean, what is her name? Yeah, Aisha, I think. Or perhaps even a daughter. It could be them. But if I got to go with it, I'm going to go with, I think Aisha might take that bullet. It might be her. Oh, he said BMF is shit, bro. I can't watch it. Okay, so did you watch? Let me ask you this, Mar FPS. Did you watch seasons 1 and 2? Because really, that's what made me, get invested to it. Trust me, I'm not I'm not a super BMF fan myself because season 3 was atrocious and season 4 is a lot better, but it's still not, a top tier show. Yeah, I'm aware that B Mickey is still alive in real life, but like I said, so is Kato. Meech really clapped Sky Jackson little ass. I'm still stuck on it. She look like a bro. She actually looks like a teenager to me too. Like even though she's 23 in real life, bro, she looks like she about 15 for real. Yeah, Lamar can go, but Lou Steele wouldn't be crying over Lamar. What's good, DeMarcus? You said you think she's crying because she got kicked out the church? I doubt it, nigga. Raw Dog Charles really was that nigga back in the day. I forgot he was in Get Rich or Die Trying. Yes, sir. Sky Jackson was a Disney Channel kid. That's why it's hard to see her as an adult. I didn't even know she was a Disney kid. I heard about it though. Your definitions is Boom, Hardy, Aisha, and Lamar. So tell me this, DeMarcus. Do you think the funeral is going to be for Aisha? I don't know if I'm going to say Lamar is going to be up out of here, but and also what makes you think Hardy is out of here? I can see Boom because more than likely T is going to go after Boom since, you know, Markeisha is telling him that, Boom did that to her, put her in the hospital. But how do you see Hardy being taken out? I never said I think Breeze is a cop. I was saying that I was going with a theory that this dude that come on here from time to time, his what channel name is Tony Montana. He's been saying that, and after somebody else made another suggestion, I put it together and made a video with it because it is possible. I think it's unlikely, but I had to give it a little bit of grace to say it's possible. Charles would rekindle with Lucille. That's why she is crying. Could I think? Yeah, it makes me. I always wondered that are they going to have a moment where they get back together? They better not kill Lamar. He's too fun to watch, and his presence is interesting. Yeah, Lamar is the show, bro. Without Lamar, you just need it's Charles and Lamar. I mean Charles and um, Lou Steele's drama plus Steve Harris. Brian holding down the show. Yeah, you're saying it. So before we get on to the next topic, I mean, it's sad that people came in late. I'm gonna give this topic maybe 8 more minutes. Another question, but y'all haven't answered who y'all think is gonna be the funeral. Who's for the people that's in here? Whose funeral do y'all think this is gonna be? Season 5 better get to the 2000s at this. Yeah, I think they're gonna start doing some time jumping because for one thing, obviously, with what's going on between 50 Cent and the other and Meech, that's an issue. Plus, the show is starting to scramble a little bit now and it's struggling slightly. So they might try to rush it a bit to go ahead and end the show properly. Ned Almighty talking shit about BMF is more entertaining than actually watching BMF. I'm sorry. Hey, I gotta go and check my boy channel. I ain't looked on there in a while. He trashing their ass. It could be the baby, bro. No lie. It could be. I thought about that too. Nicole baby daddy going to die. Either Worm or Breeze, not Officer Branford. So Breeze, you think Breeze could end up taking a bullet? Hardy got to go for a Leslie Jones, Tracy Chambers to show up as a cop. I don't know who that is, but okay. Support game, and I agree and respect your opinion, G. Hmm. So you think Aisha is going to be the one out of here? I think it's a strong possibility it's her too. If they said you had to bet on it, I probably would go with her. So you don't think Breeze is the father, Zion? You think it's Worm, but she probably lied because she wanted to protect it more because she didn't want Terry to go after him. That's interesting. Could be like that. You know how it is a thing with women lying about who their baby fathers are. Yeah, I saw him in the exclusive photos. I'm very curious to see what their storyline is going to be like. Like, is him and T gonna have beef with each other, or you know, Terry's gonna be just cool with it? Be like, well, I don't have. He been messing around with Markeisha, so he can't get mad at her for finally moving on too. Terry pulled a gun on B. Mickey. Meech Terry ain't shot nobody all season long. Breeze is at the funeral. Okay, cool. So we know it's not him. Well, I don't know. So if Nicole was at the funeral, how hard was she crying? Maybe it's Worm. If she crying hard as hell, it could be Worm. That's the real baby daddy, and she over there was capping the Breeze. That'd be crazy. And lastly, before we get off this BMF topic, do y'all think we'll get a season 5? That's how you know BMF not that good too, because when the other shows, when they really good, they get renewed like before the next season. You already know they would. Some of them like Book 2 and Raising Canaan when they was in season 3, they got renewed for the next season before the stuff even ended. Some of the shows be so good they get renewed before, like if it's before season 3 air, season 4 got renewed. All of these old heads call me Branford. Around the way, niggas call me Spider Man. Well, if he said that, that'd been funny as hell. Terry could take out Boom in the season finale. Yeah, I mean, I think for sure Boom is probably going to be up out of here because for a couple of reasons actually, and I know the actor that plays Boom, he's going to be in Snowfall, so more than likely they're gonna, he's probably not going to be in both shows, so he probably going to be moving on to greener pastures, a better show. Just saying. Did Meech or Terry ever directly unalive someone in the show yet? To my knowledge, no. Branford grew up in a loving, rich home. He the old school Tariq. That's a possibility. We talked about that last live yesterday. Yeah, with for season 5 with the time jump. So you think it's gonna have a time jump? Very likely. What year are they currently in right now? 90 what? Mm. Forrest got renewed late, so BMF could get renewed. Yeah, Force is also not as good. The ratings is also not as high as the other shows too. Force was in the same boat. Force is better than BMF, but still, if the show's good, but not great, the shows get renewed late. But if that giant fire, it's gonna get renewed really early. Charles with braids looks more like an older Meech. When did he get braids? I think Tommy's story is over after Lacey. Yeah, we talked about that. I think so too. That's it. This is the last chapter for him. Support game, I believe Breeze is going to be a mix of Ghost and Tommy. Savage, stylish, smooth, but brutal and not to be fucked with. I think Breeze taught Tommy how to chop up bodies. I think I can agree with all of that too. We got to start thinking about the next generation. Yeah. What's good, Mike?